The biggest challenge for anybody who is trying to create a soul-based or spiritually based practice is that they tell me they don't have the structure, they don't have the language, and they don't have the tools and the skills. I am Dr. Katherine.Kelly. I am a holistic health psychologist, author, speaker, and most importantly, a soul healing expert. I have been studying spirituality for decades. I've been studying the soul for decades. I have created my own models as a result of all of this study that I am now teaching to other people so that they can also create their own spiritually based or soul based practices. If you look at the statistics, millions of people are leaving organized religions over every year because of the fact that they're not getting what they need. They're not getting the guidance. They're not getting the healing. And they are moving into seeking spiritually based or soul based practices and services outside of what they're going through for their typical healthcare. It is time to bring the soul back into healthcare. It is time to integrate spirituality and health all over again because of the fact that so much has been missing. So, when you think about what you want to do to create a soul based practice, again, you probably run into the same problems. You don't have the structure or foundation, you don't have the language, and you don't have the skills and the tools in order to go there. You might be picking and choosing from different kind of practices that you've learned about, different kinds of books, different kinds of webinars. What I'm going to introduce to you here is that my Soul Health Scholars certification programs are all built on helping you as coaches and practitioners and administrators and educators understand how the soul shows up, understand how every single aspect of life can be explained through the soul. Now, there are several things that people cannot explain through the human side. So the human condition can create all these different things that even experts have a hard time explaining. However, from a soul-based perspective, there is pretty much nothing I can't explain when it comes to looking at it from the soul side. Now, through my models, my soul health model, which I created about 19 years ago, I can help people understand the human condition pretty quickly. I can help them understand what is imbalanced. I can help them understand how their soul might not be well according to what is going on in their human aspects of their life. Now, going deeper, I can also help them understand what I call soul informed care. Soul informed care, I created this model also to help people understand that typical practitioners look at the body, they look at the mind, but everything is encompassed by the soul. Everything can be explained through the soul. Whether it's mind body reactions, it's almost always soul based. Whether it is a psychological kind of concern, it's almost always soul based. So, soul informed care is another model I'm going to be talking about in the level 1 program. Another thing is I talk about the 3 levels of healing. We have to understand things from the intellectual level, we have to release from the emotional level, and then we have to get to the soul level in order to release what I call energetic imprints that have been stamped on our soul over our life and our lifetimes. And traditionally based practices cannot reach that. Traditionally based practices can only scratch the surface of healing when it comes to soul-based concerns. And the final model that I'm going to be talking about in this program is what I call the whole soul model. It's when I take everything I know from basically the soul health model, all of the human factors that are involved with that, all of the soul factors that are involved in that, and how it is that it comes together. So you're going to be learning through these certification systems things about soul age. Whoever thinks about soul age, well, soul healing practitioners do. Whoever thinks about planetary influences, whoever talks about astrological personality and destiny and how all of that plays a part in our soul's evolution as well as our human coping. So these certifications will lead you all the way to understanding how the whole soul works over time. Level 1 certification offers you a fantastic foundation. There is a ton of information. In fact, I wish I should share more information during this session, or there's so much to share. But level 1 gives you such a good foundation to help you understand how the soul shows up, maybe what has been missing in your own practice, and how you can start that process of understanding more and more so you can help people more and more. Now, take a look at my website at www.Dr.KatherineT.Kelly.com. You're going to get to know me a lot more. You're going to get to know what I do. I also do Akashic Record readings. I do past life regression work. I do soul realignment work. I do soul coaching. So I know the soul. I know how this thing works, and I know how it shows up, and I know how it blocks us as well. And so you're going to get to know everything about me when you look at that website. Now, if you really want to look into the Soul Health Scholars programs, look at the tab at the top that says Soul Scholars and take a look and see what it is there that might be interesting to you. Now, level 1 is something that's coming up pretty soon. So I would highly recommend taking a look at the dates, taking a look at what it is that you can do to organize your schedule and get yourself into a place where you are ready to hunker down and sink into the soul. I designed all of these certifications as not only an educational tool for practitioners and coaches and educators and administrators, I also created it as a soul healing journey for all of you. And the reason I do that is you cannot, as far as I'm concerned, you cannot teach the soul on paper. You cannot just read a book or watch a webinar and understand completely how the soul works. You have to experience the soul, get in touch with the soul, really align with your soul in order for you to understand how to help people more. So I take people on soul healing journeys throughout this process. I take people on different kinds of journeys to help them understand how the universe works, how you interact with the soul, how it is that your soul is basically leading you to even look at this program. So take a look at my website. Contact me if you would like to. I am more than happy to have a conversation to see what I can do for you to help you create your own soul healing practice. Have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you soon.